Yo. Oh, let me turn this down real quick.
DJ Eddie.
Okay.
The fuck?
Oh, shit.
I was like, man, my man got the 80s porn music on and shit. I was walking out to some freak shit. I was about to drop off. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
For real.
So M3's about to pop out with some baby oil on, talk about some.
Well, hey, look, no Diddy, no Diddy, okay? You know, look, man, welcome to Nausea and Relationships, okay? Toxic Tuesdays, home of the toxicity. If you're here, that means you are a toxic individual, and you're here for the drama. And you know what? We're here to spill the tea to you guys. You know, before I begin with anything, right? You know, and ask, you know, sophisticated jerk how was his vacation and all. But I owe you guys like an apology, right? And the reason why I'm apologizing, right, for the first time ever, is because see, here in knowledge and relationships, you know, we always practice equality, whether it be like race, gender, all the other stuff, right? And I realized that upon like, you know, my research as far as the Akaash situation, right? I realized that we haven't roasted anyone like, you know, from, you know, his tribe. You know, we usually roast like, you know, blacks, whites, you know, Asians, whatever, but we haven't roasted like, Indians or whatever. And that's no like, you know, no shade or whatever, but you know, when it comes to equality, everybody has to do it, you know, and including gender as well too. So shout outs to Daryl Long, shout outs to Gray Pill,
What's good, Gray Pill? What's good, Daryl?
and shout outs to Braves, Hawks, Falcons fan, right? You know,
Shout out to Braves.
exactly. So, you know, my apologies, man. You know, I didn't realize that, you know, we have a cover up on topics like this. And it just so happens that, you know, Akash, he grew up in a traditional Indian culture.
Nah,
And
he Americanized. That's what happened. Cause typically, man, they hold it down on their end. I ain't gonna lie, man. You go over to like, India and I say Middle East, man. Typically they strong arm shit. So yeah, Akaash, he's Americanized. We can't we can't put it on them, man.
damn, so you really think I was wrong for trying to, put them into that category? Because I thought this was like traditional Indian culture, or
Nah. They got shame in their culture, straight up. Because they do a lot of like arranged, probably not like in the United States and stuff, but nah, they don't mess around, boy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Akaash, he just seemed like a little more Americanized, man. Little simp, you know. That's all it is.
Hey, but
Nothing cultural about it.
Hey, but on the flip side too, this is why we always practice like anti-tricking, because to me it kind of seems like a situation where you're tricking for your wife. It's kind of hard for me to even like kind of fathom that, because he got what he wanted. He got a beautiful buck teeth woman, and but he spent a lot of money on her, and she's not showing like a lot of gratitude.
A lot of people get pushed back, like, man, how you trick on your wife. The dynamic comes from, man, when you pretty much get with somebody that really don't like you. Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with treating... I think people get mixed up in these conversations too much. So it's like, man, when we give them pushback against guys, it's not the fact that you treat your wife nice. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. But when you got an imbalance, man, and like you said, you see them playing out in the public eye where they just... It's like, man, the first time they grab a microphone, it's like they damn near shitting on you when they should be singing your praises. Especially when you a good guy, man. You're like, hey, man, I'm trying to do the right thing. I done... heard this is the thing to do, and you put that person in that position, and they go run, find the nearest podcast, and it's like, well, fuck my husband. let me find a way to emasculate him. That's where you be like, where you could put the tricking concept on it, because this is obviously, man, like that person don't like you. Because if you a husband or wife, time somebody asks you some question about your significant other, man, you should be singing their praises. It's just that simple. So it's like when somebody's sitting there, you could hear like the regret, the resentment. It's just like, man, you know what time it is, man. It's not that hard to figure out. So I don't see how anybody could give pushback about that.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Okay, I hear what you're saying, Jerk, right? But the only thing what I'm looking at is like I feel like most content creators, right? I feel like we're overreaching on this one. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying this, I'm just playing devil's advocate for a split second.
Oh shit! Okay, I was about to get. My blood was boiling for a second. All right, but I got you. I'm listening.
Yeah, you got Akaash is a comedian, okay, and I don't know his wife's name or whatever, right? But I guess we'll pull up or whatever. But his wife is married to a comedian, so they're living in a comedic household. So I'm assuming that a lot of things that's going on, especially like, she having her TikTok.
They say your Instagram fucking up.
Let's see. Shout out to Sammy. He says, hey, bro, your Instagram is playing you. Oh, let's see. The stream isn't showing fully.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. I was like, it's like cut off because it's just showing on the left-hand side. So I didn't know if you could disconnect it or whatever.
Let me see. You know what? I see what he's talking about, because it's showing as a portrait view. So let me do something like that. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out to Sammy, man.
Yeah. So what I gotta do is I think I gotta remove the destination real quick, and then I have to restart it. No worries though. No worries. Let me go ahead and end the live for the Instagram portion, and that's probably the same way with the Twitch as well too. So go ahead and remove that. So we'll just do it for the second time. We'll just do it with the YouTube for now, right? And then
we good with that. We'll stick with the YouTube.
Yeah.
So you was playing devil's advocate. You were saying he's a comedian, and
yeah. So like he's a comedian. Like she kind of dapped into that, right? And because she adapted to that comedic lifestyle and she has her own podcast, she's playing that role as like maybe the villain type of wife. You know, when I first looked at it, I was like, okay, maybe she just had that comedic side just like how he has. And it's all like jokes. But then it's like kind of later on through the process, I'm like, all right, well, she's kind of doing that Michelle Obama type of thing. When Michelle had her podcast running, all she was doing was just pretty much cracking jokes about Obama, her own husband. And I feel like in order for most wives to get their stuff started off, it's like they got to tie into the husband into
that. Man, I don't believe the comedian route, because man, there's like me and my wife, man. You see us like on a movie, man. We be cracking some jokes, but there's like a level, man, that you don't go, man, and on either side. So it's just like when it's repetitive, that's when you gotta be like, okay, there's something there where she just don't respect homie, and then when you kind of he got her on a pedestal. And I think that's really what happened, man. He liked her a lot more than what she really liked him. And with a lot of females, man, when they feel like they somewhat settled for you, it don't matter even if you're rich. Like, I don't know what it is, man. It's just like their mind just can't get out of that like settling phase, that resentment. And then they just look at that person like, whenever you put a microphone on them, because they're just speaking there like what they're thinking at that time, man. So, they're kind of put on the spot at real time. And then that's when they vocalize how they kind of really feel, man, especially when you start reading between the lines. So when she made that one statement, when it was just like, his money is my money. Or I can't remember how she said it, but it was pretty much like, hey, his money is my money and my money is my money. When somebody says like a statement like that and you're married, and you're not saying like, hey, our money is for the household. The reason why females will say a statement like that is to kind of virtual sing to the rest of the females, like, I got this motherfucker in check. I got it like that. Yeah. So that's what those type is. So that's what I'm saying. When you hear that statement, then you see how she kind of acts just like a princess. Nah, she's a lot to deal with.
Okay. Look, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna play a couple.
Let's play the clips because you'll see it when you see it, man. But nah. Shout out to your pushback.
Okay. Appreciate it. And
because at first I was like, okay, man, she trying to do her little comedian thing, but definitely not funny. And if your jokes got to come at the expense of your significant other, like you need to put down a comedy routine and get your ass a job. So that's why I'm always like, get these motherfuckers a job.
Right.
Cause it's just showing, man. Think about it. It's like her, Aisha Curry, Jada Pinkett Smith, like Michelle Obama now. It's just like, man, when they are bored, man, what they say, idle minds, they run into podcasts and they like, you know what, fuck my husband. Right, so that's why I'm like, nah, y'all get a job. Cause obviously you want to work. If you go and you find the nearest podcast and you looking for a microphone and you want to be a comedian, you want to work. You just don't want to work the typical jobs, but you want to, find a job that has some status and shit. But you ain't about to do that on the straight for my name. Fuck that. Because even if you want to be a comedian, I'm not about to be the banter of your jokes. You ain't about to make a come up of me looking soft. Fuck that. I'm not about to be your come up.
Yeah, exactly. I feel you. So you go ahead, man.
Yeah, play that clip. My bad. I'm rambling.
No. You good, man. All right. Shout out to mediocre tutorials and reviews. So this one starts off with him like pretty much rewarding her behavior with a second proposal. All right. Go ahead and play this in fair use.
Oh, Ghislaine. Ghislaine sing. Will you be Ghislaine sing forever again?
Yes. Oh my God!
He got on bended knee, and she has not taken her eyes off of the ring.
Through some physical activity at home, and we treat a lot of bruises here. Bruises for many different reasons.
Oh, just so nobody don't get confused, this is not role play, and this is not Akaash. This is just some guy that's plugging something in her ass or whatever. We can't show like the full version of the video because of YouTube's policies, but yeah, she was pretty much like ass cheeks out. So I'm going.
She getting like laser hair removal or something.
I think so. But listen to how she flirts with him. Ask him if he's single.
And there'll be a man later called the B-Eazy Dat Dude.
Also, I heard you're single. Is that true?
Having a man scope your ass while joking about him being single is diabolical work. To publicly turn away from your husband who has just renewed a vow with you, but she prioritizes growing her following of feminist girl bosses while calling her the main character within their story. In order for her to maintain her relevancy, she's got to keep this shit up. Keep Akaash under her boot with a thumb off his ass, controlling him like a weak, pathetic simp puppet.
Oh,
Ghislaine, Ghislaine Singh, will you be Ghislaine Singh?
Okay. Go ahead. All right, so that was the first one. The second one is the one with Albert and Preach. And actually, it's funny because it starts off, you start critiquing like, the proposal, but you get to see like the full version. But what's your thoughts so far, man?
Yeah, nah, like I said, man, she just, man, don't like him, man. That's why I always kind of gave the red pill, man. I say it all the time. I'm trying to push back. Was because the whole message was just like, okay, man, get your money, level up, which ain't bad stuff. But then it was just like, go find the hottest chick and throw your money at her, pretty much. And man, we're starting to see that this shit don't play out like that, man. If somebody don't like you, man, like, you know, you're not gonna get that. You can't buy that reaction, man. You can't buy attraction. And by their messaging, they fixate so much on just the beauty component. So, it's just like, man, nah, you gotta get the person that actually likes you, man. I get guys, man, they want to be seen. They want the validation from the other fucking dudes and stuff. They want to be seen with the girl. But it's like, man, if you buy that, that's the type of fallout that you're going to get, man. We're seeing it play out more and more, man. So the good thing about analyzing these videos and seeing the body language, see how they react, it's just like, man, all right, man, guys, you got to start maneuvering a little different. I get it, man. You want to be with the hot chick, but if she ain't like you, man, you could do the most because you're seeing these guys. I just looked up Akaash net worth, man. He has a net worth of $5 million, on a highly visible podcast, very successful, doing comedy tours, and that still ain't even enough for her where she was to come out and embarrass him. You know what I'm saying? So like you saw the one clip, man, my man probing her ass and she over there like, oh, I heard you're single and stuff. And it's like, man, you got a good dude that put you in an ultimate soft life position. And you still like seem like you trying to find ways to blow that up. So that's why I be telling dudes all the time. I'm like, man, them females, they will get with you. But once they get over that hurdle of marriage, they on that timeline, man, if they don't like you. And they like, shit, I'm going to go cash out. And as soon as I get my bag, I'm going to go sleep with the motherfucker at McDonald's.
Right. She might sleep with a white dude, so she probably want her anyways in the Bay.
Yeah, you don't have the one clip where she was talking about I'll see if I can find it. The one where she was talking about his money, my money. Yeah, because she said all kind of shit, man. That's what I'm saying. It was like back to back. You can play the opera preach one. I'll see if I can find that one.
Yeah. So like I said, I know like the whole video that they have, right? It's like 34 minutes. But this
okay. So it's probably in that one. Yeah, just go ahead and play that one. Yeah, because like you said, man, you saw them two clips. Those were the more recent ones that came out. But you see some of them older ones that built up for that. Yeah, man, she's like going overtime. I thought Jada Pinkett Smith was a piece of shit. This motherfucker, boy.
She's like Aisha Curry, like 2.0, man, but from a hint of Jada Pinkett, bro. So I get you.
Yeah. She Jada Pinkett on steroids.
Shit. You know what makes it worse too? Because there was like a little fall situation between Akaash and Fresh and Fit. And one of the reasons why Akaash gives so much pushback, right, is because he highly praises his marriage, but then he's criticizing like Will Smith's marriage, how that's a fail. He's telling like, Myron, like, like about his bad advice and, how it's like his advice is immature. And the thing is, man, I'm a little anti like manosphere and red pill type of stuff, right? Especially like when the message is going far left. But however, I can't knock down that, the red pill advice have not taught me anything. When you actually learn how to apply it and not just always utilize it for women. But hey, he's kind of proving Myron right a little bit, and Myron's just having a field day. Roasting.
Yeah, nah, man. Like there's truths in the red pill. So I never had some like, because people always ask like, what do you have issues with the truth? It's not even that. Yeah. The biggest thing was just like I said, it's the component of like being fixated on women. Cause it's like, man, you go do all that stuff and you still don't like know how to pick a woman, the one that like you, man. It's just like, man, you throwing good money at a bad product and that shit ain't gonna work out. So, that's the issue I had with it. And like you said, it just was mainly some of the people that was like at the forefront of the red pill. Cause this is like, man, 3 years ago when I was like calling out some stuff, I was like, man, you could tell these motherfuckers is like terrible with women. So, and it played out that way. So that was the main issue with it. Cause I'm one of those like, man, hey, if you coming out here, you telling people they need to have discipline and they need to do this, then you need to carry that out in your life, especially if you're like charging motherfuckers for sessions. You need to make sure you have your house in order. If you coming out and, preaching to people and telling them what they need to do, you shouldn't be having no bad interactions. Cause, I do agree with Myron pointing out Akaash's flaws, but he did lose his bitch to a average nigga on rollerblades. So that's what I'm saying. Is he that much better? Like I'll give him more than Akaash because like Akaash is just taking the ultimate L. But if Akaash is like Olympic gold medalist, my boy Myron got the bronze. So it's like, nigga, you on that podium too. So
right.
But this is why, man, you gotta humble yourself. Cause even with me, man, I'm just like not into the tricky shit. I was like, I'm gonna get somebody I like. If I gotta go and get me an average chick, I'm gonna do that, man. I don't try to ever oversell myself. And I think that's how guys gotta be. It's like, man, you don't gotta do the most, especially if you ain't got the like discipline or nothing. So if Akaash was like throwing shots at Will Smith and them, it's like, psh, you owe that motherfucker an apology, boy. Cause your girl is like, she must have saw Jada Smith like, oh, I'm gonna top her. Right. Oh, Will Smith looking like a punk? Oh, no, I'm going to get Akaash ass. Oh, Aisha try to turn up? I'm going to beat both of these bitches. So she in the run and she was like, oh, hell nah. They stomping on they dudes nuts. Let me see what I can do to Akaash. Akaash, get your ass over here.
Yes. Yeah, she's definitely in first place right now in this scenario. So
nah, she the worst because she clapping back. Dude, man, she was talking about she was pussy popping at the frat parties, like to all the white dudes. She had like a strong week of just like embarrassment. I was like, damn. Because most of the time, a female, like if she catch some bad flack and people clap back at her, because I know Myron did clap back at her, they'll kind of calm down and be like, oh shit, I overstepped that boundary. She was like, she doubled down.
Oh yeah.
She was like, fuck Akaash. She's like, I'm already married to him. I'm already gonna get my cash out. That motherfucker better do 50 more tours because I'm out here. She was like, hand me my microphone. I'm going in.
For $600 stuff, man. The most embarrassing part was that not only you're embarrassing him like on social media, but you're doing this even at his presence. So they had they had the little podcast with her and another like-minded thought, right? And both of them are married, and their husbands was there. Akaash was there, expressing his feelings. The husband was there, and he was telling like her girlfriend that, hey, look, we could have a threesome. Again, threesome, right? Well, 4 people are in there, right? It could be me, you, some of her friend, and her friend's husband, and how his dick is like 10 inches. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that part, man. That's why I said, man, like, I think when people ain't funny, man, they try to lean too heavy on the sexual jokes. Mm-hmm. And she's like doing it at the expense of her husband, man. And it's just like, That's the crazy thing, man. Maybe you could have thrown one of those if he don't give a fuck. But it's just like, man, you don't. She's like kicking him in the ground. That's what I'm saying. Because everybody's just like, covering this now. So it's just like, man, you got him like the laughing stock. So yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, I saw that one. I was like, damn. Because you could tell that couple was a little uncomfortable. They were like, oh shit. They try to laugh it off, but they was like, oh hell, she done pulled us into her fuckery.
Right.
So that other husband, he needed to shut that podcast. Be like, hey baby, I know you want to do this podcast with her, but we gotta shut this shit down. I ain't trying to go out like no Akaash. Pull the plug on that.
I mean, he was nice though. He was like, hey man, Akaash, man, I gotta learn how to take notes from you. Like, yeah, all right, man. Don't. You're supposed to be his buddy, man. Don't hype him up like that. But
yeah, he was trying to play it off, but
yeah,
like when you hear certain things, you're like, ah, shit, we got to pull the plug on this. Yeah, I would have pulled my chick to the side, like, hey, I know this was a good idea, a little nice concept, but we got to shut this shit down.
I know, man. You know what, man? Like, I would have been embarrassed for him, man. Like, if he was like my boy like that, and his girl told me something like that in front of my girl, like, I'm like, yeah, like, look, I don't think you should be doing the podcast no more. But hey, we'll see, man, how it goes.
Well, because man, there's truth in jokes. You know what I'm saying? So when people like crack jokes and stuff, they try to do it with the humor, but underlining, that means she's definitely checking out homeboy. So he's like, hey, let's make that happen. Shit, she's pretty much she gonna slide her ass over there. So yeah, that's why that one lady that like pretending to be her friend, she need to pull that plug. That's what I'm saying. She need to get herself out that loop.
Exactly. Before she give her husband some of that pound nine or whatever. Anyways, but yeah,
right.
Go ahead, man. We're gonna go ahead and jump into this reaction. Shout out to Albert and Preach. A little bit.
Oh, sing. Will you be just lean sing forever again?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Damn, she gave my man the side cheek.
I can't watch. I can. Akaash, internet shitting on him, and it's okay. It's okay, guys. We are going to spend some time trying to defend the indefensible, My Little Indian.
See, that's my I got a problem because you said My Little Indian, and right now the anthem from My Little Pony popped in my head. My little Indian, my little Indian.
On other people, including Myron, who took that personally.
What I don't like, what I find corny as fuck, is my preference is not my women. You guys have established yourselves as role models, from simps to pimps, which is another motto I find kind of corny, but I looked into what you guys are about. And a lot of the shit is just childish.
But Myron, years later, found a couple clips, and he's like, oh, I'm the best Indian in the fucking game, bro. And then shat on him.
Fucking dude, this is embarrassing. This bug teeth fucking, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Yo, you need to get your woman in line. She is embarrassing you.
And here we are today, all right? After all this Indian on Indian violence, we are at this point.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Let me ask you this,
and
do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. Yeah. I remember I was just like, what? But she was 22, I was 31. There was an age gap.
There's a little clip right here.
Oh, so hold on, hit pause.
Yeah.
So he got him a young chick, and she running them through the ringer like this? Damn.
How is he? He said he was 31, she was 22?
Yeah.
And Akaash now, I think he's in his 40s, I believe, right?
Nah, he's... Hold on, let me look up his age. So I think he's still in his 30s.
No,
yeah, he's 41. Nah, he's 41.
Yeah. He's 41 as of May 4th. Okay. Shout out to 84 babies, but okay. Damn, what is his wife's name?
Jasleen or something like that. So is she Indian too?
Yeah, they're both Middle Eastern. Actually, I'm gonna Gasoline.
It's Jasleen. Jasleen. But you know, most of the time, like that's another one of the talking points. Is like, man, you get the young chick, you know, they're easier to lead, but she running laps around them like a 50-year-old veteran out here. So that's why I always choose to tell dudes, I'm like, man, y'all be thinking them like young ones is like they just be fooling y'all. They stay stagnant for a little while, get the ring, and they turn up after they hit the objective. So that's why I was like, man, all these like different dynamics that everybody think that go over, man. It's like, man, if that chick don't like you, man, it's you paying for a little, you leasing. You gotta look at that like a lease car. Like it'll be good for a little bit of time, but once that resentment and all that kicks in, and she really want to be with who they gonna turn up on you, and it's gonna come at the guy's expense.
That's a damn shame too.
Yeah, y'all dudes better get robots before y'all do all this shit.
Her Instagram just to see like, you know, what's her
pull that up. What are we looking at?
Gasoline and her. Okay, so she's a public figure. Let's go ahead. We're gonna share this tab real quick. All right. So let's see what we're looking at. All right.
She got a Akaash on there though. I'm shocked. At least she got like a picture of him somewhere in there.
I mean, she has to, man, because that's the money maker right there. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, a woman that was sick of working as a consultant and wanted the soft life. Damn, okay. So she boasting about the. Oh, okay. So.
But first, we need caffeine. We need cha.
Cha. Punjab mein cha.
Ek cup cha.
Ek cup cha.
And it's not a joke because we actually really need cha.
First things first, get this handsome man.
You do.
Yeah, Drake. I think you own something a little bit. I'm sure.
Maybe it's like the you guys are so loud because I can't really hear. It's like when you're listening to, you know, when you're listening to headphones and you just start talking loud.
He is right.
Oh, they in the motherland, huh?
Yep.
He was like, let me take her back to the motherland and get her ass right. Maybe some of that culture would seep into her.
Mama, did you get any Florida?
Okay, she must be up for his parents.
She's like, I can't wait to get this pump back to America. Psycho emasculate him. She's probably in her femininity over there. She was probably just chilling. As soon as that plane like hit JFK, she was like, you motherfucker.
Right. All that shit off. Yeah. Let's put my American outfit on. Let's put my pair of jeans and running shoes. Okay. Let me get a little taste of like, clean your feet. Okay. All right, this little video's not that bad. I mean,
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, see if you scroll through a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, she's definitely on her best behavior on this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's playing that part there, but she's like, as soon as that plane land back in America, it's on you, motherfucker.
And let me see.
Like she's a cute girl though, man. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. He got.
I would say, yeah. What's that, jerk?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah. So, he pedestal a lot, man. He was infatuated with the beauty, man. That's same storyline, man. That's what gets most of these dudes.
Right. All right. Let's see. This probably.
How are you gonna do yearly planning 365 days to wait for Diwali and give us a bedazzled bottle cap? I need to know who was on that marketing team and like when did the bar for representation.
if you didn't know, we had our first cancellation.
How do we feel about it?
I feel like it was overdue, to be honest.
I think the worst part of the cancellation is when they said we have bad taste.
Yeah, that was the worst part because I worked so hard to like find my husband's credit card every time I go shopping, and I try to make sure the Miu Miu logo is prominent. I at least have like an elevated basic bitch taste.
You did post a video the other day saying like Chanel earrings are out and everything that I wear is fucking out. So I personally think you have that taste.
I was like, why don't you at me?
Everything in my closet, she literally listed out in that video. You're a certified hater.
Okay, I stand by the Van Cleef.
All right, cut this shit off. This is their podcast?
Yeah. Well, oh shit. Day in my life, the day before a girls trip. That's what I know it is.
Good morning. So I actually have a really busy day today of running errands because tomorrow I'm going on a girls trip with all my besties to Boston. I'm so excited. It's the best time of the year. It's fall. Today I have to get a massage, get my hair cut, and then I have to go to Miu Miu to get my measurements done for this really sexy set I just bought. So let's go.
So she's like, man, I'm going to Boston. I got to go get an outfit created. Akaash.
Right.
My man paying.
Hey, but you know, she probably like some of the stuff she probably
Oh, there's that one clip. Hit that one. His money is our money.
Is it this one?
Most men cannot handle a brown baddie. Red flag is controlling and like
Yeah.
it comes off as like, okay, wait, do you love me or are you just trying to control every aspect of my life? A huge green flag is not being jealous of your partner.
Yeah.
And that's really hard being a content creator. So on my first date with Nav asked me like what I like to do. And I was like, oh, I like to content create and take photos for my Instagram. And he went around the entire city of San Francisco taking photos of me, telling me what angles to do, saying like, you should upload this one. And in that moment, it was like, okay, he really like values.
Nah, I think it was it had the caption on the front.
Versus men say they're okay at the beginning. They're like, oh, we love content.
Oh,
It says, yeah, there you go.
How do you and your husband split finances?
We don't.
We don't.
If you want to work, all for that. But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his account, that's a fucking red flag. His money is our money and my money is my money. I know so many girls in my life personally that have been with guys that weren't transparent about money and they ended up being terrible in other aspects. And like,
You can hit
people ended
pause.
up
That's
breaking
where she
up.
was
So
saying it,
that is
man.
actually
And don't get me wrong, man. You should be transparent with your money, but you know when somebody makes that statement like, "Hey, his money is my money, and my money is my money," and your chick say that as a guy, I need you to go to her closet, pull out a dress, and you need to put that shit on because she that's your leader. If a female says that shit to you, you ain't masculine. Because they be trying. I mean, there's another one. I did a video on the lady. She said the same thing. I clapped at her. She got all upset. She brought her husband out. Tell him I didn't ask you for your money. So he had to like clean up her mess and shit. But it's like, nah. If a female says that, she don't say like, our money is for the house. And they make a statement like that, you submit it. So go put that dress on and take your role in that kitchen because your wife is your boss.
Right. All right, let's go. Love these clips. Let's go back to the album Preach one. So they could fully like just break everything else down.
But you see Akaash though, man, like,
Yeah.
man, he's a good dude, man. So I mean, even though everybody's getting on him, definitely a simp. But man, he really like her. You know, so that's the sad thing when you put yourself in that dynamic of like, you know, you're infatuated with beauty, man, and that person don't reciprocate that same energy, man. It's just like it comes at the swipe of your like masculinity, man. And that's where guys just don't understand, you know, when we're trying to give that feedback, like, hey man, this is why you shouldn't be tricking and doing this stuff, is because like, man, eventually it's gonna play itself out to where she's gonna make you look like a punk. Then you done invested all that money into her. So it's like, wouldn't it be smart to get somebody that actually like you, that shows that, reciprocates that energy and pump that money if you're gonna do all that into the right person. So yeah, that's why like it's funny when guys get pushback, but it's just like, y'all stay having bad relationships. You would think after a while, man, like you would want to take yourself off that conveyor belt of like bad situations. Cause man, in my life, I never wanted to be a fucking loser. so after a while, like my cousins, when they pulled me to the side, like, hey man, you need to operate different. I was like, man, let me listen. Cause I don't like taking L's like that.
No, I feel you. But the problem is, man, for most guys, and we gotta be honest with ourselves. Like, I mean, I believe we really do like genuinely like love it, you know. But was beauty like the start of it, like the motivation of it?
Yeah, it had to be.
I ain't gonna lie. Look, I mean, she is fine, you know. And if I had the opportunity, well, again, before like meeting her personality or whatever, or let's just say she had like a cool personality along those looks, you know, and that came my way, man, I'll take advantage of that right now. You know what I mean? But the point is that a lot of times in reality, especially like these young-minded type of women, because she's young, right? She's immature, and you know, obviously, she's been in situations where she haven't really met the right dude to put her in a place. Honestly, man, I think like when this all like fails, and hopefully it does not fail, she's going to pretty much utilize his resources and then find a dude that she really wants. And that dude's not going to give her all the things that Akaash is giving. It's a sad reality of it.
Yeah.
Some people are really mentally messed up.
Yeah, especially, man, when a dude, man, because I think that's the flip side where guys, man, when I'm trying to talk to them, they take it personal versus like, they don't understand, man, like guys don't want to see him going through this shit. You know, it's like, man, you don't want to see a dude emasculated, especially, man, when he separates himself from the pack, man, he builds him up a certain way. It's like, man, you should be shining. Not, you know, Akaash should be kind of sitting on top of the world, man, the way he put himself out there, man. You know how hard it is to be a comedian, go on stage and tell jokes. So it's just like, man, you done separated yourself from the pack to that degree based on your talent. And then just because, man, like you a lot of these guys, they have that scarcity mindset. They're a little insecure and they are infatuated with beauty, man. They'll attach themselves to anything, and that female just destroys them. I mean, just look at fucking Will Smith, man. Like, this dude should have been a legend, man. In anybody's eyes, he should have been the pinnacle of like success. But it's just like his chick done pulled him into that dark place. Don't get me wrong, he did it himself by making them choices. But it's just like, man, when you latch yourself to those type of women that are just like driven by like fucking embarrassing you, it's just like, man, look at all these legend type guys, man, just getting pulled down, and now they're like running jokes because, you know, they didn't have the balls to like check these females are, you know, find the right female. You know what I'm saying? It's sad when you see it play out. And I hate seeing guys in that state. So even in my personal life, man, I be trying to talk to dudes, but they stay making these decisions, man. And you just see them get wrecked. It's like I said, a pattern. You already know how it's going to end. You know, if you know how like some females' nature and stuff, you're like, man, this is a crash waiting to happen. But certain guys keep making these bad decisions, man. So it's sad. I wish more men would wake up, you know?
Yeah, stop sleeping around, man. But yeah, let's go ahead, man. We're going to continue.
About half as good as me. And
sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college.
Okay,
so I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him.
Nav is her co-host's husband.
His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches. Okay, I have two butt stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore. Oh my God. And I remember that he like, kind of do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is vibration enough. Wow. I just think of like my own husband while I'm like doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that.
Yeah. And so I would
That's kind of baller.
Why it makes you laugh?
I do stand up.
Yeah.
If that's my wife, I'm dying inside. If that's my wife, I'm dying inside.
If you're doing stand up and you claim all the things that you claim, then you're dying inside. Yeah. Because if it was like Chris D'Elia's wife saying that, nobody would care. Nobody would care. They'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, she's open. Nobody cares. When you say that she hasn't done anything, and that's where people are like, oh.
I don't care if it's Chris D'Elia. I don't care if it's Jesus himself. I'm dying inside.
Well, Jesus forgives. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That's
Jesus,
crazy.
We don't. First of all, that's a fucking red flag. I'm not like, no joke. I love you girls. If you want to work, all for that, whatever. But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a fucking red flag. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money. And look, have I only made $600 from content creating?
Wow, it went up $100 from last week.
But that's my money. Okay.
I don't know if you watched The Boys, but I love him on The Boys.
I never watched that show, but like he's on my hall pass list.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna have a
pause real quick.
on how he feels about his wife's content.
So this
Oh God. But you shout out to you, man, because this clip, they had all like everything. Abba and Preach put everything in there. Yeah. But that's why I'm saying, like, even if you wanted to like take the comedy approach, like when you were playing devil's advocate before, it's like maybe one joke. But when you're constantly saying this, and then she kind of revealed some shit when she was talking about like her friend. Cause like you could tell her like this lady, her boyfriend, he work out and shit. And Akaash is just kind of like sunken down. Mm-hmm. So she was kind of even revealing like, I'm not really that attracted to that nigga. I got to get this rose and get it popping. So that's what I'm saying, man. Akaash is just the dude that's financing her life at this point. And that's why I keep trying to tell these dudes, I'm like, man, like y'all keep hearing these clips with these females or how they talk about these dudes, man. Like, do not put yourself in this position. And guys, stop personalize this shit. Wake the fuck up. So, when I'm always having those 50-50 like conversations, oh, that's not masculine. I'm like, man, you do that? Y'all sound masculine to these motherfuckers? Send their ass to work. Because all these females would tell these dudes, like, I don't want to work, I want the soft life. But they go find a podcast. All of them got microphones to embarrass your asses. So it's like, send their ass to work.
Mm-hmm. Little Sawantra Watts, he says, y'all talk about the 25-year-old virgin?
Yeah, man. My man going out bad.
Hey, man, she's a virgin, man. I would hate to be the sinner, you know what I mean? And shouts to the love, Mimsy Lamb.
What's going on, Mimsy? But just think about it. Say, like, even if she was a virgin and she's like, I got to talk about some whole shit to get popping. That's even worse. Because it's like, man, now you trying to be something you're not. I think she was loose, but I'm just saying if Akaash is like, nah, she just trying to be interesting. It's like, this is what you got to do? Man, why don't you go be like a... Obviously, man, you're bored. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's fine, man. You want to find yourself, but it's like, man, this the angle you want to take? It's like, man, why don't you go be like the #1 real estate agent in the city, man? You could be the realtor for the high level properties. Since you already got some prestige, you could sell houses to Akaash friend group. Go be a CEO, do a makeup line, man. Goddamn, you got to come out here and embarrass me. So yeah, that's why I'd be like, nah, we gonna work.
Yeah,
growth.
Yeah. And by the way, Stan, now she is 28 years old, and Akaash is 41. So yeah, shout out to Jocelyn for fucking up his life like that, man. Ain't nothing more embarrassing than having a chick like that just try to run shit, and it just always go left. Fellas, if you have a wife, girlfriend, whatever, man, don't let them start their podcast. Because all they're gonna do is just talk shit about you. You're the target.
No, there's solid women, man. Like, you know, there's women out here that, man, they big up their husbands. You know, shout out to the ones that be like that. Couple that come to mind, like Lady Di, man, out here Crimson Cure. So, you know, man, they, you know, those type, man, they want a podcast. Those are ones you be like, yeah, nah, go ahead, speak that, because they big up their husbands. But this shit right here, time she went back, what she say, meow, meow, whatever that store is. Time she swiped that credit card, that shit would be like declined. That shit would be like, hey, report to your husband. You got some bad news when you go home. That's what that shit would say on that screen.
Right.
Or she be on one of these podcasts, I'll call in. She be over there talking shit. They be like, hey, hold on. We got your husband on. We got Akaash on the line. I'll be like, hey, go ahead. Put me on speakerphone. They be like, yeah, we can hear you now. Bitch, it's over. That's how real it'd be. I wouldn't even waste no time. I'd be like, this is how she looks at me. I'm hearing this shit play out and millions of motherfuckers gonna hear this shit because of my name. Like, oh, hell nah. Yeah, plug me in. Put me on speakerphone.
Right.
Straight up. I'll dump her right on live.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and we're gonna continue.
What Justine got a lot of heat for because she was saying my money,
They told the fucking truth.
Your money.
Well, and the other thing, here's the thing, right? Okay, I would actually like laugh at that part when she's talking about like his money is my money is whatever, my money. If that was just like only like one singular joke, right?
Nah, not that one. Like that's.
Well, it was the way how she said it, right? Of course, especially at the end, right? Like I would look at it like, okay, like she's trying to be funny, even though she's not funny at all. Like I would kind of like give like a certain pass, but I'll be like, hey, well, look, I got my you know, my separate checking, okay? You got your $600 or whatever. I would still guard my money, of course. After saying that like in public, but I want to be on her head like this. Like, if she wasn't talking like all the other stuff, even prior to this, and then even the way how she's responding to like his affection and stuff, there's gonna be more to it. But we're gonna continue.
My money. How do you guys think you should split finances?
Can I just say that that's a common saying?
Oh, for sure.
And honestly, if you distill it, it just means that your husband loves you enough so that you feel like you have some security in case he becomes an asshole one day.
So how do you guys?
I'm gonna carry the kids one day or get a surrogate.
Yeah.
She got a cash out fund. That's what she said.
Your kids, or we might use your money so someone else can carry it. Which then, what happens to the money? So I gotta pay extra money so you don't carry the kid, and that justifies why you get the money.
Yeah,
explain the math.
I you have to ask her. That's not my math.
It's not your math?
That's not my math. I have a hard time explaining normal math. Now you want me to explain her math?
Girl math is...
I can't do that.
Girl math goes crazy.
Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah.
It's adorable when she does these things. Yeah. Like, I just look at it and here's the rule in our marriage. It's been unspoken, but now we're just saying it now that we're both making content. If it's funny, we're good. Like, if it's funny, and if it's not funny and it hurt the other person's feelings, you apologize, you move on. That was clearly my wife trying to be funny and watching everyone take it. Because the idea that my wife, she's going to start making so much, you guys are going to make so much money. The idea that she would even go to the bank to try to open her own account.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that response.
Video's doing great. You know what I mean? But internet just piles on the hate. I get it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
This comment
pause
is
real
so f***ing gross to me.
It says, damn, Akaash waited and you did it.
Who the
Damn.
That was such a weak response from Akaash, man. Like there's like I said, degrees of jokes, but like I'm not even saying just from her. Like if a dude was like bashing his wife in a certain light, I'd be like, yo, man, you should have, you know, even as a friend, I'd be like, hey, man, that you need to cut that down. So the fact that he's like, oh, we'll talk about it, and man, Akaash is, my man, they ain't got no backbone. That's what the issue is.
Yeah, he feel like he got a good thing going, and he's not. Oh, come on, get my son. He's not trying to lose that by any means. So he'll take the humiliation, you know, just so he can just keep the coochie, man. If she's giving it something like that, because women are in business and men are in love. Well, I better start being like them, man. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue.
Fuck are you to talk about when I lost my virginity? I will talk about it because it's my sexuality and it's my story. So sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. And also, do you think Akaash never touched a woman before he met me?
Hell
like
no.
We both hooked up with people, we both were in relationships, and then together we both lost our virginity. So sit the fuck down. You're like, just unfollow me. You're so annoying.
Was you talking to Myron right there?
Probably so, right? But you know, shouts to I forgot her name already, right? Alicia or something like that.
Jasleen,
yeah. Look. When the time is right to go gangster, like she doubles down, triples down, whatever. Like she ain't afraid to get down on the internet. So I'll give her that part, right? Mimsy says the work I do is 24/7, 365 days. Don't forget the leap years too, right? So 366 days on the leap year, and it doesn't pay money, right? And Watt says, "Oh, so I'm looking at the wrong tab. How you hook up and be a virgin fan, right?" I'm glad that he M6 husband works, and I'm sorry, my husband works and provides. Yeah, look, shouts, man, to fundamental marriages, man. But yeah, but back to Watson's comment, yeah, that was what I was like, kind of like looking at, like, okay, yeah, you hooked up, but then you guys became a virgin. You know that it doesn't make any sense.
And real quick, let me just address Mimsy's point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have an issue with the whole stay-at-home thing. You know, it's not my dynamic in my house, but what I try to tell dudes is like, make sure, man, if you're gonna give that provision up, give it to somebody that earns it. So it sounds like that's what you do, because Mimsy's solid person. But I'm just saying, a lot of times, like, what these guys pitch is just like, go get any female and give her provision, and they think like in their mind she'll be a good woman because of that, and we just see it playing out too many times. So you gotta make sure you're giving it to the right person, and it shouldn't be somebody dictating how you get that provision, because we see a lot of females like, it needs to happen this way, and they don't talk about like sacrificing for the home. So that's where we get pushback on the whole provider thing. There's no issue with any dynamic anybody choose from their house. It's just like how it goes about that we're trying to help guys figure that stuff out. But like if a good woman, y'all decide like, hey, like you're staying at home and you're taking care of the house, nah, that's solid. But it shouldn't be something that's dictated. It should be something that y'all probably like grow to. Y'all decide that's what's best for your house. So that's the issue with a lot of these situations. Like she's dictating how she wants shit, and Akaash, you know, kind of gave her the lifestyle she wanted, and we see how it's playing out. So yeah, that's the issue.
Right. All right, let's continue on and see what else to talk about.
Well, ma'am, I understand where you're coming from and what you're saying, but when you say you
romantic gesture, now watch what I'm watching.
First of all, I want to say to Amma, happy birthday.
Thank you.
All of this is possible because you told me I could do anything that I wanted. And the best decision I ever made in my entire life was to marry this woman right here. Whose birthday it is in 2 weeks. And I love you so much. And the only regret that I had is that I only got to marry you once. So I want to make a little quick announcement that we're going to get married again. We're going to renew our vows in India next year. You all want to come to that? Sounds fun. And since I am renewing my vows, I think the only thing you can do is propose again.
Oh,
Jasleen sing. Will you be Jasleen sing forever again?
yes! Oh my god! Oh.
Take that drinky thing off. Drinky dink.
Did you guys know this? Yes! Oh my god! How big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you.
Thank you so much.
Damn.
I can't watch.
can.
Oh, shit, that's another one too.
Hey, hold on. Go back to that like scenery where he proposed, man.
Yeah, when he tells her like the ring is big enough for you to shut the hell up.
Nah, I want y'all to hit pause on that. Man, that's a dinner on the beach. Now that already is expensive.
Okay.
So just think, man. Then he probably paid a grip for that ring. I feel at that point, like if somebody put on that whole display and they about to renew their vows and they doing it big baller style like that, you probably need to give him a hand job on the beach. I'm saying she gave him a kiss on the cheek. I get a kiss on the cheek, boy. I'm gonna flip that table over. I'm like, what? Boom. Could be like WWE out here. But yeah, that's good. Cause look, man. I'm telling you, man. Dinners on the beach, all those like resorts, that shit costs. So my man put some thought behind that. She gave him like the friend zone kiss. So ladies, if y'all listening to The Jerk and a man does this for you, you at least got to give him a hand job. I'm sorry, no kiss on the cheeks.
I'm not gonna lie, like even women will get offended. Like let's just say my girlfriend tried to kiss me and I'm just like turn my cheek on her, she's definitely gonna say something. You know? She's like, man, what's wrong with you? I don't know. That part I would have felt some type of way, you know. Yeah. And then I would have checked her, and then that was just surprising it.
I would have threw that ring in the ocean. We just would have took an L. I'd be like, look. Stan said a kiss of death.
But the ring was expensive. I think it was like a $50,000 ring. So no, I ain't taking that shit to the ocean. I'm gonna buy
Yeah. I was wilding on that one.
Right. But let me see.
I tell you.
Thank you so
Damn. Double damn. You know what? And I was thinking like, okay, maybe like again, I was thinking like maybe it's like religious Indian culture or something where it's like, but
motherfucker, did you hear that part where she talk about pussy popping? Ain't no religion to that. She talk about her butthole was sore after that guy came. Shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you say some stuff like that, like, yeah, you give me a kiss on the cheek, I'm pulling Stan number. Stan said, like, I'm gonna take that ring back and go to Brazil. Shout out to Stan. I'll be right on that plane, like,
passport. Oh gosh. There was some more, and then it got worse.
Hey, you know what, man? Because like even Abba and Preach, man, they're pretty like I'll say balanced guys, man. They don't do like just stuff just to get at people and jump on the bandwagon. So if people that's like pretty neutral come at you, like, man, you know what it is. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know you messing up, and the only reason why they're coming at him is because, like, again, you boasting about your marriage, and then you're judging other people, and then the same way how you're doing to like all these other celebrities. And again, Will Smith is a celebrity, so it's easy to try to talk your shit, but at the same time, these people are human beings, and Will Smith is going through it just like anybody else will be going through it if you're stuck in a bad marriage. But
you know what, man? I do think like, man, some guys, man, when they got some shit going on, I honestly think, man, they don't realize that they're in a bad situation, man. Because they'll be trying to justify it and shit. Like if if you ever had a friend that's in a bad dynamic and you're telling them, they damn near take it out on you. Because you be like, yo, man, this happened. Like, man, you need to. They be like, man, what are you talking about? She loves me. Like, I don't know, man. So yeah, they be fighting with you and stuff, man. So yeah, I think in some weird way, man, they think there's nothing wrong with that type of behavior.
No, I agree with you. Until like, you know, all that stuff gets surfaced on the internet and then gets to your family, and now you having a sit down conversation, because now they're looking at you like, what the hell is going on with you?
Yeah, I think that's when people react, when it gets too big. Like if it's just one person, then that's when they fight back. But like when you kind of get that crowd of embarrassment, kind of like what Akaash is getting, because you can't escape this now. Like there's too many people that's like analyzing it and be like, yeah, this is fucked up. Like I think even some females was like giving some like, yeah, she don't like you, dude. So it's just like, man, you can't ignore all that.
Yeah, Stan says they'll take it out on us because they're scared of the truth and why. I think probably truth in life or truth in the wife.
Yeah.
And Margaret says,
no, I agree with him.
Hey, the egg and the, I think he tried to say yolk is on them. Or it could be the joke was on them. But yeah. But what he says, Marcus also says Akaash's karma fell on him for going like that on Fresh and Fit when they had him on the unprofessionally as host and not doing their homework.
To go ruthless.
Oh, okay.
Akaash is probably his boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. So that's the ruthless truth. But yeah, leading a disingenuous take on things that didn't release on an unedited. Oh, there was an unedited episode? I didn't know that. And then MTR just posted Akaash's plans going.
Yeah, I think Andrew Schultz was like going in on it because, man, like I think Andrew Schultz like got into it with her a little bit on his podcast. And Akaash was over there like looking at his feelings, but
yeah,
Andrew Schultz was like, I don't give a fuck.
Right. But I mean, honestly, man, he put that on himself, and it is what it is.
Yeah, because based on what Marcus is saying, it's just like that's like, man, if you ain't got your shit in order, man, just man, humble yourself. Don't say nothing. Don't throw no shots. So it's like, man, if you're getting punked at home, man, don't go out here and talk shit to nobody else, man, because like things find a way to get out there. So yeah, if Akaash did that, I ain't see where he was like getting that Fresh and Fit, but
right, yeah,
if he did that and he dealing with this type of shit, my man should stay silent. Time they asked him a question about Fresh and Fit, like, hey, I got no response. He should have done like those mafia cats where they be hitting the courts. Like, I plead the fifth. I ain't got nothing to say on that. I ain't see nothing. I ain't hear nothing.
Well, that's why, like, like Myron was going hard on him, and even still, like, he feels sorry for him, after a while. Rufus says, you Africans got your nerves, right? Let me go to the video, because, again, we're kind of running a little bit on time, so hold on.
Could have shown me nothing else about the marriage. It really kind of...
But wait! There's more!
Oh, shit. Turks and... shit.
Look good, Mr. Armstrong.
Oh, this is the first proposal. Okay.
You kill me, boy, so out.
Akaash stay getting the side of the head, boy.
Oh, shit. Okay.
She's like, fuck. She's like, this motherfucker getting paper. I don't want to do it.
Hey, but shout out to the cameraman though, right? I like the cinematics, but damn, girl, like, that's how you feel? Even at his own proposal. If you don't get your...
It's like she could just sense that motherfucker about to come in for a kiss. She's like, she got that, her head like tilt game is like vicious. She'd be like,
right. Man.
I wonder if he even never kissed her on the mouth. Looking at all.
That's like, I don't know, man, because I haven't seen any pictures or like videos on social media. But Rufus says, "I'm gangster, but mine women are fair scared to come on my platform."
Rufus. Nah, that's my guy, man.
Yeah, shout out to Rufus, man. All right, let's go ahead, man. We'll continue. There might be some.
On Saturday when I saw her, I said, "Daria, do you know?" And she said, "I don't know anything. I don't know anything."
Good liar.
Oh, he's reaching for a kiss now. Notice like he's behind her now, so you think like he's going to score something, right? Let's see what happens.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
No, I don't want those gifts.
I know. Why not?
I don't like. I don't care about. I like tangible goods.
Nah.
I don't like. I don't care about. I like.
I just like.
C'est tough en esti, man. C'est tough en tabarnak. Je vais quand même la voir. I still want to see it.
I just need a second, bro. Just like let me recoup. Let me gather myself.
You don't even have to put some sound.
You know, like
you can close your eyes and play it.
You know when you watch somebody bomb, how you cringe?
Oh, jeez.
You know how I love to watch people bomb.
Yes. This is the opposite happening right now. I want to see it again. I just want to see it again. I asked nicely. I said, please.
You know, the funny part is
before we get to that,
a song about it.
I wanted to be your first, apply your dirt. I wanted to be your last. Now I'm hurt. You were popping peas every week. For white boys, there's gonna be some dancing, baby. Every week, baby. For brown boys, I ain't divorcing you. Can't afford to pay me. Embarrassing me on a dead price. Now that's flagrant. Got my wallet rich. Got my wife, yeah, she bad. She don't like me, yeah, she brown. That's alright. I'm a simp. Got my wallet rich. Got my wife, yeah, she bad. She don't like me, yeah, she brown. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright. Make sure she got good tape. Y'all that social media, when your wives, when your husbands, when your marriages, when your lives,
It's a long ass song.
I could make these songs all night long. I'm gonna do a set. I'm gonna play some background.
Rich, got my wife. Yeah, she bad. She don't like it. She brown. That's alright.
Yeah, boy.
Got my wife.
Got my wife.
Got my wife. Yeah, she bad. She don't like it. Yeah, she brown. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright.
Little drop. Hey. Little drop.
That's alright. Let's go.
What a beautiful moment. What a beautiful
That's a
ring.
nice
What a
ring, though.
beautiful ring.
Shit.
And what a simpy husband.
And make sure she got good tape. Hey, maybe it's cultural. Maybe her mom was here. You
All
don't
right,
kiss
that
in front of your
claims to my
parents.
palate.
Oh my god.
You want to rewatch it?
I just did. But yes.
No,
please.
let's watch it with
Yes,
audio so
please.
we can die while we hear it.
All right, fast forward this.
Big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you.
Thank you. Oh God, it looks so beautiful. Oh my God.
I really have to pee on Courtney Mouth.
That's a beautiful ring.
You were
This is
sitting
a nice
in for
ring.
a lap. And then you
Yeah, that was a nice ring,
All of a
though,
sudden
man.
the jokes have to.
It was. Now in the audio, right? Again, we just fast forward, but again, I'm not trying to dig too deep into it, because I know she was looking more into the ring than to like his eyes, so it's like whatever. But then when your friends was like telling you, so what are you supposed to say? You know, that part right there, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like an awkward situation because their friends are trying to tell her, hey, are you going to say yes? Or are you going to at least say thank you? You know, like you're too fixated on the material stuff.
Well, it looked like that second proposal, man. Honestly, she kind of almost had that look like she was trying to figure out like her emotions.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, man. That's the troubling thing, because man, if a female is into you, man, I'm telling you, man, they just like grateful for basic shit. And man, they're affectionate. So it's just like, man, for her to be distant like that, she almost had that look, almost like, damn, he wants to renew these vows. I was about to leave him in a little bit, you know. Like, that's what it kind of looked like. Like she was just like, fuck. Like, you know how somebody does something nice for you, you're like, damn, man, I was actually about to fuck your life up, but now I gotta like postpone that for a little bit.
Yeah,
that's the moment she looked. Yeah, she looked like she was caught off guard. Like, fuck, now I can't be no bitch to him.
Yeah, because I was like, why did they kind of plan this a little bit? But or was this like a really true surprise to her? But the way how she looked, like she looked like she was kind of stuck. Like, oh, damn, okay, shit.
No, you could tell like he definitely probably surprised her. But he be taking her to some fly places, because I mean that one that you seen, that was like Turks and Caicos. Then they was on the beach wherever they at right there. You know, he done took her to. So that's what I'm saying. He's accommodating the lifestyle she want, but she's just like, I'm bored already. Next.
Here's what I will say though. It's cool to do like a lot of things for your girl, but you have to give them the space so they could do something for you. You know. It's all part of like relationships. I think a lot of guys get things twisted as far as being like in the provider type of role. Yeah, it's cool to provide some type of security, but the resources, the money, is not like the end all be all of the providership. And the thing is, you have to allow the women to like use their best of ability, right, to actually give their best like to you. I know I'm gonna say basic stuff like maybe cooking or whatever, or sucking dick or whatever, but whatever value that she has, like whatever talent or skill that she wants to utilize, allow her to do that for you so she can express her love language. That's the point I'm giving. But a lot of times we don't know. We really cut off like the love languages because we're overdoing stuff. And she did give him the cheeks to kiss. Yeah, pretty much. He's not the white frat boy in her dreams.
Well, just I wanted to touch on a point you was making.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, man, like I said, man, when people hit that territory of like infatuation and all that, that's where that creates that imbalance, man. Because naturally, if you got a good woman, man, that like it's gonna work itself out, regardless of whatever dynamic you choose. Because it's gonna be like organic. Y'all gonna sit down, y'all gonna plan it out. Like, okay, man, this is what's best for us, and that's how it should happen. But it's just like when somebody comes in there dictating, and then, like I said, you're infatuated. That's when they start doing the most, and like. A lot of those females, man, once they kind of get over that hurdle, man, they're doing the minimum. And, you know, they're just on that timeline, like I said, where they're checking out because they don't want to be there in the first place. So that's where kind of this disrespect happens, man. They don't know how to mask it. So if a female, like I was saying before, man, if a female settles for you in her mind, it don't even matter if you're a millionaire. It could be the attraction thing that just ain't there. Because like when she was mentioning the other lady's husband, like I said, he looked kind of cock diesel and shit. And then Akaash is kind of like I said, a smaller dude. Like she's mentioning what she's attracted to. So like if you just hear it, she ain't being quiet about it. But that's where that resentment's coming out of. Because a lot of females just can't mask it, man. They're vocal with their like disappointment and shit like that. So that's really what you're seeing. It's just the fact that it's like, all right, man, I know he's a nice guy, man. He's a good provider, but, you know, I want to get pounded out by the guy I like. Like Stan said, man, I miss them frat houses. Like,
you know, can I just be honest with you? Like, I never really, like, met a woman, like, who felt like she settled with me. So I never really know, like, what that actually feels like. I don't know. I just never been in a situation where I've been in a relationship where the woman felt like or displayed like any like signs of her feeling like she settled with me.
Yeah, I mean, if you know how to choose right, man, you know how to choose the vibe, then you're gonna be straight. Not saying like it's gonna last forever, but it's just like,
yeah,
you know, like you said, there's gonna be some chemistry there. But it's just like, man, if you in that side where that motherfucker don't like you, yeah, you getting side to the hair kisses. And emasculation sessions on podcasts. So yeah, stay away from that shit, boy. They turn it up.
Yeah. I only got like a few more minutes before I gotta head out, but let me there's one mainline clip that I need to play, but I'm just gonna play the clips and I'm gonna skip like most of it. So let me see.
Okay. Yeah. She responds to all the hate that she's getting, and she feels some type of way.
I want to talk to you really quick because obviously my name keeps getting brought up by either women or men. Lately, it's these red pill guys because I said my money, or what did I say? His money is our money, and my money is my money, which is a common saying, whatever. But what I will say is, if you're not going to be a man for fucking women, like if you're going to say, oh, women should do this for us and we're the prize and blah, 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 at least be a man for yourselves. Whether it's Andrew Tate or these fucking red pill podcast guys, like when they tell you something, when they ask you to jump, you say how high. You're still not a man either way. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you're still a little beta boy doing whatever these men tell you. Why are you mad at us? Why are you mad if me and my husband are cool with each other, if we both make jokes at each other's expense? The difference is my husband will go on stage and say whatever the fuck he wants about me. No one has anything to say. It's like, oh my God, it's so funny, it's so relatable. But then I come on TikTok and I make jokes and now you have a fucking problem? Like, make it make sense. I'm not here for the fucking misogyny.
I'm not gonna lie. All these folks using like black gay vernacular all the time is just killing me. So make it. I'm not here to fucking, it's giving gay, and it's like, and that like they're coming after her for some comments that I thought were kind of ridiculous.
Do you know why I think I have like a good marriage, knock on wood? Not my pantry being open. I think it's because my husband's never here.
I've heard dudes make that comment.
That is the perfect example.
I've heard so many guys and husbands make those kinds of comments. Like, she's clearly trying to be funny, right? I'm sure she enjoys time with her husband, but she's like talking about how she likes her time away and she's making a joke about it. But people are using this to be like, fuck, she hates this motherfucker. I'm like, guys, people make these jokes all the
Hit
time.
pause real quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like that comment right there, if like you was talking about earlier, like if somebody made a joke like that, and that would be like, say the only one, man, it wouldn't be a big deal. But it's like, man, when you look at everything holistically and you mix it in with like 50,000 side of the head kisses, it's like, man, you're painting a picture at that moment. Like it's no more like singular, like how they're trying to paint it, where it's just like a single incident. It's like, no, man, like this all goes together. So yeah, if people are giving pushback after, seeing everything, it's like, man, you can't be like, it's ridiculous, because nah, she don't like this motherfucker. it's evident. God damn it.
Yeah. No, I had no pushback for that, and honestly, like you're kind of spot on at that moment, because it's like back to back comments, right? Like you just degrading your husband, and it's like it just at a certain point, man. Like it's just not cool.
Well, because I mean, say like if she was not doing the podcast thing, she was just like reserved, kind of like even Savannah James. Because some people don't like doing a public display, affection in public like that. So I understand that. Where it's like, hey man, I don't want to be doing all that. But it's like if you're talking about like your sexual endeavors before you met Akaash and shit, talk about pussy popping, then yeah, nah, you're not gonna be acting like that. So that's why I'm saying it's her behavior and what she put out there. So like I said, there's nothing wrong with being reserved, because there's a lot of people like that. Like, hey man, I don't really like the cameras, but somebody sitting there talk about like sex acts with that happened, nah, that's where it is an issue with like how she's behaving on this type of stuff, and it kind of goes together. So yeah, I think that's the piece that people ain't connecting. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even that alone, like if you're talking about like sex acts with somebody else when you're married, that's a no-go, man or female. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't never hear me get into specifics. You know, when people ask me, I'm like, man, I don't talk about my prior life. Because, you know, I wouldn't want nobody doing that to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to do it as a man, you know? So that's how you should be kind of handling them situations.
Real quick, if somebody could send me the clip, right, when her husband was going at it over this big ass closet space that he pretty much gave her, you know, and she tells him blatantly to shut the hell up. I need that clip ASAP as I'm about to close this out. But
Let me see. Go ahead, Stan. What's your thoughts on all this?
Gal's acting really nice about that last one. Let's be honest here. If he said something like this about his wife not being home, all hell would break loose. You know, the best part of being married to her, she's not home. That would be crazy. Women will be, fighting. He abused her. He don't love her. Why would you marry her if you don't want her home? Yo, it's disrespectful. That man have never made fun of his wife. If anything, he reminds me of one of them preachers that we see on every Sunday. I'm a dumb man, and without my wife, I'll be lost. Jesus gave me the perfect wife. That's what he acts like. And here she is this dumbass man. I mean, come on. Shit. It's not equal. And he's taking lumps. That stuff I saw on MTR today, that was crazy work. It was crazy work. They went in on him. Wife is angry. She know they doing the podcast. She perfect, and she gonna do her homework. What homework? Go home. She don't even like Andrew. I'm like, why would you do that? The man is bringing in the money. And they mentioned that. Hey, this show brings money, right? Why is she here trying to cause trouble?
Yeah, because I saw that play out, man. And that's why I said, man, Akaash is a passive guy. Because there should be no reason why like you said, it's like, hey, man, this is our environment. We do this. Because, if they doing a podcast, it's not like they, it's like a 9 to 5. So it's just like, hey, man, when it's time to show up, show up. So, that's kind of what Andrew was telling him. Like, hey, man, let's lock in and do this. It's not like we here all the goddamn time. So you got your girl here doing homework. Like, man, she needed to be here to do that. Then she in my green room watching my TV. So, he was like, look, man, what's up with this? Like, you need to man up, and this shouldn't even be a situation. So that's why I'm saying. It's like, man, when you get these punk ass dudes like this, it puts you in a spot, man, where you're trying to be a man, and we're supposed to be able to be up front and have that tough love and stuff. But they were kind of trying to turn it.
Nah, I just leave you. I leave you.
Nah, Stan, I'm there now, man, because like I said, I had a couple pushback, and I'm just like, you know what? Pussy motherfucker. I mean, guys that operate, man, I learned, man. I was like, my friend group needs to be small. I can't deal with sensitive guys, man.
I had one friend, he set me up. It was horrible how he set me up. He asked me a question, and I was about to go out, right? And he was like, man, you always going out, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I'm single. I can do that, right? And he put me on speaker, and I didn't know. I was in the car, and then he's like, you here, babes? This is why I would have hung out with him and go after girls too. And I'm just like, what? Did you just use me to get pussy points? My bad, coochie points? I don't even hang out with you like that.
Right.
That was it. I was like, you know what?
Nah, Stan, I'm with you. I'm too old, man. If I ain't got time to be trying to convince dudes that they ain't punks. So I'm like, I'm done with it.
One of my friends, he got caught up in the palimony case. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry, guys, to interrupt. I found the clip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was trying to find it, man. I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just play the last 2 clips because I gotta go pick my girl up from the bar, and she's.
Oh.
All right, if we hear you on some sucker shit, man.
Okay, M3cito.
Whatever. I gave him my word. Like, hey, I said, look.
No, that's good, man. We did say.
Pick her up. It's year 1, so you be all sweet. Then give it to my cheese in year 2. But go ahead.
Look, she paying for my dinner, man. So like, I ain't trying to fuck it up, right? On account of you guys. But anyway,
Oh, he said he ain't messing that up.
No, don't do that.
Yeah. So, oh shit, hold on. Here's the closet part. There we go.
Sorry for a man. And girl, please don't make me side with a man. Girl, don't.
Yeah. No. We're leaving. Shut up. We also just.
Shut up! Oh, fuck that! Fuck that! Hell nah! You ain't. Who you telling to shut up? Who you telling to shut up? You're telling your wealthy, famous husband to shut up. That's kind. Shit, I divorced off of some bullshit like that. Not in the moment, you know what I'm saying? Things are heated, but she just casually saying, "Shut up." You know he ain't signed a prenup either.
In our closet.
Like the fuck, and he just standing there with his hands on his hips.
This is all her closet now. She took the whole closet.
Enough space for. Can you shut up?
How are you not embarrassed by this, sir?
I don't have space.
Oh my god.
I'm not doing
What kind
that.
of space exists?
I'm not doing that. We were supposed to build a wardrobe, but Akaash didn't want to do
For
it because
me,
he's too
because I
cheap.
took the smaller closet.
Do you know how much fucking space he has? Look, utilize the shelves, you idiot. Akaash, for real?
Listen, it's very simple. Stop giving her money. Stop giving her so much money. Put her on an allowance. She's acting like a child.
And I'm going to just play the last one before I switch to my mobile version because this.
Dog, my thing right here, man. Why you finding it?
Yeah.
His net worth is $5 million. So I'm gonna do some math with y'all. Okay. I would just take that loss. I'll be like, look, 2.5. Here you go. Here's my half. Get the fuck out, because I'm telling you, I'll be over. I don't think they got kids either, man. This is the time to break. This is where you hit the. I'll be like, man, here's your money.
He could go on tour.
I'm living it up.
That B ain't, you know what I'm saying, tour. And he can go in, and he'll make more than $5 million. He'll recoup.
Oh yeah. With how much she probably spends and he invested, he probably end up doing like better. He'll probably get that money back quick. So yeah, nah, she'll be gone. She come home, I'll be like, I have all the money on the bed. I'll do it like 80 style, like I'm the Chambers brothers. You know, the old school drug dealers on counting money. I have it all on the bed. Have a money machine. I'll be like, look, you gotta get the fuck out.
You know, like
some closet
honestly,
space.
right, when a woman tells you to shut up, that happened to me one time, and that's it. M3 know who it is. And she told me to shut up, and I waited. And then it was time that I broke up with her. I just gave it a week. Then I'm like, yo, I'm good. Because that disrespect, there's no, because you won't even talk to your girls like that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even talk to your girls like that because they would have called you all type of B's and been a fist fight. So
Right.
you're telling people to shut up, you're just being disrespectful and you think you feel empowered. Yo, break up.
Yeah, that's breakup central right there. Let me play this last clip because yeah, she was brutal with it in front of her husband. Let me see. This one's the one.
That's just a lie, though. That's just a lie, though.
Here's what I'll say. I don't have icks about my wife in the sense that like everything she does is really cute to me. Do I have things that are a massive pain in my ass? Yes, absolutely. That I have. I love her. She's so adorable. When she's running 2 hours late to a dinner reservation that I work really hard to get, and then I'm like, baby, we're running late. And she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you know? I don't give a fuck if we're late to this dinner. They're lucky to have a, and I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing.
Don't look at me like that.
Okay, now you see what I'm talking about? Like,
don't look at me like that.
I'm gonna say something so funny too, because like people shit on this guy right now because he's like, he doesn't have a traditional partner. Look at this woman, whatever. I think you guys would be so shocked how many women, both here and abroad in the East, run their fucking husbands. Am I tripping?
Bro, that's the whole Caribbean. You have to make it look like the man is running the house, but it's really the woman. That's not even, I say Haiti because I'm from there and I can say 100%, but it's not just, it's the Caribbean.
That's why I was like thinking like, man, is this like Middle Eastern culture or what? But
no, that's that stuff I was saying earlier. That's how the ministers are on Sunday. I'm so lost, and And I was just getting angry. And here I made this business meeting that would have made me so much money, and she just made us 2 hours late. But only God knows. That's why God put her in my life. And that's what this sounds like. It's like, yo, you disrespected somebody's time. You're not thinking about the money that your husband is trying to earn. That's why he was trying to get you there. These people are paying him, and you making them wait.
Man, I don't give a damn if we was going out to get some motherfucking margaritas and we ain't got no business deals. Man, you just don't be late like that. Especially when you ain't got no goddamn job. Like, what you late for? So yeah.
If anything, one more thing, Caribbean people or Caribbean men are not like this. Caribbean men are like Latinos. You do that to me, I got a side woman I'm going to. You better be lucky if I come back and see you tomorrow. I'm going to her for the peace. That's why I'm staying at home. Caribbean men got side pieces. Don't play with us like that. No. We're not no suckers. We don't do none of that stuff. Never. Y'all gonna find out the hard way. Don't do it. Don't listen to them. Don't listen, because there's a whole side of TikTok and YouTube of women who are heartbroken and run away because they mess with Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, and Haitians. They are some women lost their hair and in therapy because
Facts.
Don't do it. Don't do it, ladies. Don't do it. Lord. And then it's crazy. That's what I was talking about. He never said anything bad. She doesn't have any icks. I find everything she does adorable. I know I need a piece of work. I'm like, yo, that's not a real relationship. You
But that's how he feels.
That's not how he feels. She's his god, but it's okay. She will divorce him, leave him. She'll get done by Future, and then get it married to some NBA star. You know, we already seen this before. We already know what's going to happen. The goal is to get to NBA star. That's it.
Yeah, nah, them statements he's making, like he's got to like justify. You know, those are like simp justifications. Like Stan said, it's like, oh well, you know, it's just cute. Was she like, motherfucker, it ain't cute.
2 hours.
Like, unless you on that short bus and you was huffing glue and special ed, like, motherfucker, this shit ain't cute.
like SJ M3, would you guys even do business with a man whose wife is running him like that?
No, I mean,
of course not. I'll be so afraid to do that.
Why not?
Cause man, I got a real life situations right now where man, I've started doing consulting, and I got so much work that I had to turn down some stuff, and I had some people in mind, but I seen how they maneuver with females. Like the females kind of run shit. I won't fuck with them with business. And what you were asking, Stan, you're like, why? Because they're emotional. Any man that like gets ran like that, they're emotional, and you can't have no emotions in business. Because they're, you know, they're inconsistent. Because like whenever there's an argument, they're gonna be pulled to the side. They got all those ups and downs. So say they get in a fight, the female, they're gonna be like, oh, I can't go, man. I gotta go do this. So they're just kind of unstable, man. So yeah, I see dudes that's like,
my business.
yeah, when I see dudes that's like with chicks like that, those guys are emotional too. That's the flip side, because only an emotional man could tolerate a emotionally unstable woman. So they go hand in hand. So
okay,
M3, yeah, nah, you don't fuck with them.
A man like that.
I mean, it's the same thing, man. Like, you can't trust a man, right, who's being led by a woman who's going to be highly emotional about certain things. I've done business like with women before, and it never goes well, because women are like night and day. 1 minute they're like, oh, excited, like, oh, like we're gonna do this, we're gonna get this business started.
No, we're talking about men, but man, I'm telling you, women are about their business. That's why I give women respect. They won't let a man fuck up their business. So it's only men that are like, when they're like on that pussy whip shit, they start fucking up relationships and business. Now I'm telling you, man, like look at the dynamics. Females be like, get my paper. Let their man be on some shit. They be like, get the fuck out of here. But pussy whip guys, man, they let them chicks like just run they shit. Because even the segment where Akaash and Andrew Schultz and them was having that back and forth, the fact that Akaash would let like somebody fuck up his paper, man, you ain't got no job and you out here, you're a whole expenditure. Man, time this dude was like, hey man, like I want, let's get started, baby girl, get your shit and go. He wouldn't even have to say nothing like, man, we ain't about to fuck up this bread where, man, we got these numbers because man, my man done put some work in. Like, why you don't even come to this motherfucker when we filming?
Wait, but
that's how real it be, man.
Wait, but Stan, let me ask you this question. Do you think because like of his religion, we already know about cultural values, right? But I think religion also has like a play into it. Okay.
But that's why I put the thing in the comment about like all of us who grew up in a strict religion, we find ways of quote unquote hooking up. And one of the ways of getting experience, it's like either oral, hand jobs, or anal sex. Because you're still pure or bumping and grinding. So that's why I put in the comments because you got all these testosterone, estrogen running in the air. Y'all gonna do something. So to act as though you're gonna be pure, everything you do growing up as a Christian or whoever it is strict, you're gonna find a way of like expressing yourself sexually without like having to confess to God. So that's why I put what I put in the chat because like she had those experiences and she probably did different things. I don't know what she did, but if you grow up strict and religious, let's not act like we didn't do anything. We all did something somewhere and find a loophole in it. So,
damn. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I think with him, man, I don't think it's directly a religious thing, man. I just think, man, he didn't have a lot of experience, and I think he just
but he was bragging. He's like, I was a virgin at 35, and she was a virgin at 22. Now look what we got. Gang banging with frat white boys. I'm like, whoa. Oh.
Getting ran through.
No, I seen the archetype of Akaash before, man, and it's just like he saw that as the most beautiful girl, man, and he was like, man, I'm gonna do anything to get her. And then when he finally kind of got her in a sense, they will allow all the disrespect. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's solely just religion, man. I think it's just like their infatuation with beauty, man. They feel like they can't pull nobody else, man. That's the issue.
I'm sure he could have pulled some people. He didn't want to.
But I'm telling you, man, with their psyche, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm dealing with some people right now, and they could pull, man. Like you said, like they could grab, but in their mind, they just, no, that's the only one. Shit, that's my queen. Oh, crying.
You also got to understand like the timeline behind this as well too, because at the time when he did pull it, he really didn't have anything. He was starting off like with the comment.
He had something 3 years ago.
No, it was longer than that.
He's like 25 now, right?
So no.
Nah, he's like 41. 41.
He's 41. So
he married one that he was 35. He was still
that was 30. That was 30.
In that culture, you got to have a little bit of money. He had money. He wasn't broke. At no freaking 35.
I'm not saying that he was broke, but he wasn't as who he is like today.
He was living in New York. He had money. There was no rags to riches.
He had parents. Lola, his parents had money, right?
I'm never gonna be on her side. I want to say that right now. And neither him. You graduated from a university. This man lived life for 10 years. He got a savings. A brownstone in freaking New York City, which always been expensive, and also he's from the Middle East. He probably got some good leads or some kind of like stocks and bonds and a whole bunch of stuff.
But you're missing out the point.
From a good family, he is not a victim. He had choices. You are in New York City. You could have got yourself an Indian woman, a white woman, a black model, a Puerto Rican, a Cuban. Every woman in New York City is fine.
Wait. We got to slow down with the black model stuff because those Indians are not gonna go for that, right?
Black women in New York City. I'm never gonna diss New York City ever in my life. They got models in freaking New York City. If you're ugly in New York City, you did it on purpose to make a point. Stop it. But
He
this
said-
is New York City.
The point is, right?
Models.
He wasn't the man that he was today, and his psyche was already warped anyway.
Women
He
in
did
New
not
York
believe
City
in
got
himself.
pressure points like Xena, and they were to make him work out, and he could have had fun. He chose to be religious, and he thought God sent him that 22-year-old brat. He wanted that thing, and this is the life he's got. He is scared to death. It's like that woman got a machete at home with his name on it, and all that other stuff. I don't know what he is, but he could marry somebody from Iran, Iraq, or Persia. You have choices in New York City. You have no reason to be single in New York City. Even the 600-pound people got people in New York City. They got these choices in New York City. Even the man who's 1,000 pounds that had to get on the crane to go in and out got hoes. What are we talking about? He is not a victim. He had choices. He picked a child. Stop it.
Oh,
stop it.
Well, that was his choice. His choice was to pick someone that he felt that was suitable enough, right? To allow to take advantage of him. The end on that part.
She is gonna take him for the money.
Hey, at least he's bold about it. At least he's honest.
That show of hers is nothing but the brown version, the red tabletop.
Oh God! Stan, look. Women
That's a
are
good point,
survivalists.
Stan. Because I was trying to think of the name earlier. Yep, that's what it is. Shit.
Because that's all she can talk about is him, and all he ever did is praise her. And she told him to shut up. She gave him that little tiny space.
Oh, don't forget she called him an idiot
I'm
too.
gonna say this is the nicest way as possible. This is New York City. There's a white woman watching all of this, and she is calculating how to get him and get rid of him. and anybody know about New York City? They have no problem being the second wife that can.
Oh, they
New York
aggressive.
Is not the place to lose a husband.
Oh, they aggressive. Nah, you're right. They looking at this. They like, shit. Let me put myself in the proximity of Akaash.
Mm-hmm. There's a J-Lo that's 22 years old that got plans for him. New York is not that place. New York is not LA. New York is not Miami. Those women in New York, that second wife is life. That second wife will make you no, for real, that second wife, you will never forget. You will forget that you was married the first time.
Well, goddamn.
New York is not a place. New York is not a place to lose your husband. That's not it.
Stan, because that woman, she gonna come up there. She gonna be a little more seasoned. She gonna be like, "Hey, man, I done seen everything. You're just such a great guy." She gonna play into that. Next thing you know, Akaash could be
okay. Hot plate, massage, and babies. She's done. Hot plate, massage, and babies.
But can y'all imagine, man? Like, you done hit the heights, man, based on your talent. You put yourself in like this small percentage of people, man, millionaires and stuff. Man, you come and you make this motherfucker's life better. So you're doing everything that you're supposed to do at these high levels. And the first thing they do, they go get a Shure mic and just motherfucking emasculate you. You know how infuriated I'll be, how pissed off I'll be about that situation.
And he ain't signed a prenup, and that's the messed up part about it. That's why I'm going to say this. See, that New York woman that's going to come in his life, I know she is tracking her down, and if she cheated and they got proof, because New York is really small. Don't take much. She's acting like a brat. Oh, that skillful New York woman, oh, it's a wrap. He'll have all his money. He'll be praising her. She's like, be that type. Don't worry. Gonna put him in the gym. Got him teaching him boxing, making him hang out with her brother. He's gonna be tough. And after that, next thing we see him, we don't even know him no more, and he's gonna be selling courses. I'm just saying, like,
what type of courses?
To a New York woman, be terrified, ladies. And the same thing for men. Well,
so Stan, does she need to be white though?
From Atlanta, that's what's gonna happen to you. So be terrified of that. But like, yo, you're gonna lose your husband.
Does she need to be white though? You think Akaash, after this experience, you think he need to get a white woman?
Yeah, I don't think he has a choice. He got a lot of money. This is New York. You don't. It's they're not even like it's not. It's like these women are smart, and people keep on thinking like. I'm looking at people. I'm like, Michael Jordan got married 3 times, and that one is a white woman. Eddie Murphy, white woman. You think these white women are trying to be in the magazine and trying to be people anything and trying to be on any? They're smart. They like, nah, I'm paying my position. They're really not trying to be all up in the newspapers and everything. I mean, what's his name? Allegedly, Michael Jordan's son was trying to hook up with his stepmother. That's why he's homeless. That loser Marcus is like out here like, well, your dad kicked you out now. Now you ain't got nothing. You're 6'4", snorting cocaine and homeless because you was trying to match up with your father's wife. I'm like, yo, this, you know, and she was like, no, I ain't losing the money. Again, women from New York are not to be played with. They're not. It's New York City. They have 3 homes: a home for the summer, a home for the winter, which is Miami, and the regular houses. They skilled. They're skilled.
And yeah, she gonna fuck around. She gonna miss out because they gonna come up aggressive. Yeah, because there's somebody hungry. They're like, shit. She over there fucking that up.
And you know, Andrew's full of shit too. His best friend, he probably got those women lined up too.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you know what? This is what you're doing to my friend? Okay, I got you. You want to do homework? Like, how you doing homework while your husband is working? Like, go home. Whatever.
But you know, because it was kind of odd, man, that she wanted to be in the proximity. But it makes sense because it's almost like those type of females, they always want to be where the guys are. So I thought that was weird. And I think that's good that Adam got him out of there because that'd be the type that be start flirting with friends like, oh, I think they trying to holler at, you know, just trouble, man. Because it's like, why would you want to be in that environment, man? And so, yeah, I understand why Andrew was like, nah, something's off with this one.
He's sleeping on the couch tonight, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, he was scared, man, because he wasn't even cracking joke. He was just like, man, you know, you can make life easier on your friend when you. I was like, man, soft. Like, if I like him, man. He a funny dude on the show, but if I was Andrew, I'd be like, man, you about to get cut. Like, yeah, because that's one thing I can't deal with, man, anymore, Stan. I'm telling you. Dudes that are whipped, I'm done with that. I closed that whole chapter. If I see any like, well, man, I'm like, you know what?
I mean, one guy.
Go home and be with her because I can't deal with.
I have a cousin who reported me to my sister's cell was red pill. I was like, you didn't even talk to me. Who are you? That was it. I didn't talk to him.
You said he reported you?
I'm like, I'm not even red pill. Like, what are you talking about? So I cut him off, and that's it. My sister's like, why are you cutting off people? I'm just like, yo, it comes to a point. Like, guys like that is not. There's something off, and they'll sacrifice you just to show up to their girlfriend, and it's like I'm nobody's lamb. So I'm not gonna get sacrificed for nobody. So
yeah, and that's the sad thing. Because, you know, it always circles, man. It's like a 10-year cycle, man. Because I had one friend, he recently just had a bad situation. He's coming out of it now. But I was trying, like 10 years ago, man. I was literally like telling him certain things.
Oh, man, you know.
He got mad. He popped up and we talked about it. I was like, he was like, man, I should have listened. I could save myself a decade. I'm like, man, that's what we be trying to do to y'all, man.
When they come back, I don't been listening. I'm like, hey man, I'm about to drink this Coke because I'm not an alcoholic. What's up? How's life? I don't want to hear it. Like, cause there's so much stuff is out here, so much information, so many examples. Like like health stuff, I could listen to. If you're sad, I can listen to. But the relationship stuff, I can't listen to it because I'm like, look, if I get into one, I don't want to be jaded. You already had your fun. Now you come at me with the bad stuff. I don't want to hear it because I wasn't around for the good stuff. Now you want me to be understanding. I do that for work. I'm not going to do that for my life. So
I think you got to listen to a little bit, man.
I don't. I can't.
I learned, man, because I used to listen and try to analyze it too much, but now, man, I listen to a little bit because it just gives you that appreciation for you being smart.
Well, yeah.
So when I hear people shit, I'm like, God damn, I got it good. Like, man, honestly, man, me and my wife was talking about it because we were breaking down one situation. I was like, hey, man, I got to give you credit just for being a good person, man, because some of this shit I'm hearing out here, boy, I had to give her props. I was like, hey, man, like, shout out to you for holding it down, because
I can't listen because if you're 40s, 50s, and 60s and 70s, and you're getting women pregnant, and now you're gonna deal with child support again, I can't listen to you. So I'm out.
No, I got you, Stan, but I think, man, just listen for like 5 minutes. Because it's not even like you're really listening. It's almost like a appreciation for your own intelligence. You're like, wow, I'm just way smarter than you motherfuckers. That's really what it is. That's why I listen now. I'm like, damn, am I really that much smarter than you motherfuckers?
I don't want those affirmations.
Nah, you need it sometimes, man. Because man, we're all human. We start slipping a little bit. You be like, man, maybe I need to. And then you hear somebody's story. You're like, oh wow, I'm doing amazing. I'm not gonna fuck this up. Matter of fact, let me go home and pray. You're like,
no, the way for me to express that stuff is watch Hallmark and seeing the heroine, the woman, leave her husband who fulfilled all her dreams for a man who's selling ice cream in the middle of winter and Christmas trees. And it just reminds me of like, enjoy the money.
yeah, you got. I'm telling you, you gotta listen to a story every once in a while, Stan. Though, just like a refresher. You ain't gotta do it like every day. But you gotta listen to it, man. Because I'm telling you, you'll just be like, damn, I'm amazing.
We reported every week, even like dudes going online, meeting Latinas, and then getting kidnapped and being turned on to prostitution. It's like, dude, we getting stuff every week. I can't listen to anything close.
That is true. Okay, that and that's probably why I'm getting a little more cold. I'm like, how the hell y'all still falling for this shit in 2025, man? Like, yeah. So my tolerance is getting lower, but I still like every once in a while I gotta hear a real life. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, my
I'm like, man, you
gone. Like when you getting the side chick pregnant, you're already married. Don't tell me nothing. That's me. Like I'm not gonna. I have to remember my name, so I'm not gonna remember no lies. Just go away. That's like just go away, and I'll see you later in life because it's just too much. But it's okay. It's just too much. Sometimes it's just too much. And we covering these stories every week, and it's like,
nah, that's a good point.
Like we're not red pill. It's like we're analyzing men every freaking week, and we're just like, wow.
Yeah, no, that's why I had to change my stance. I was like, man, a lot of this stuff is just driven by dudes enabling bad behavior, man. That's really what majority is. Don't get me wrong, like a lot of these females have bad behavior. So I ain't taking them off the hook, but it's just like dudes be running right into that trap. So that's what I see even in real life. I'm like, you know what, man, y'all enjoy yourself.
Yeah. So if you're fried up and everything else, I'm not gonna be that friend. I can't listen. I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm with you. Man, hey, I stopped. I'm enjoying life.
You guys can call Marcus.
Stress free, huh?
You guys can call Marcus and Watts. They'll listen.
Now, Watson, they got their shit together. They don't be messing around either.
They can listen to them in Rush.
Rush said he sucker free. Rush said he ain't having it.
And Wally, because I can't. I don't. I already had to cut people out. Like it's too much. Like I'm like we're like, oh, we got to do a guy's trip. Why? So you can rat me out. I don't even go to a bar with you. There's a reason.
No, I'm telling you, man, it like you said, you can't do it all the time, but every once in a while you got to take one of them stories. Cause like I be such an asshole with it now too, Stan. I be like, damn, y'all be dealing with that shit. That's why people hate talking to me. They get one story, they be like, I can't talk to him. I don't need that much truth.
Yeah,
like,
I just change the subject, take a deep breath, and walk away, and then you're not gonna see.
Damn, so you're that cold with it now. I gotta get there, dude. That's probably where I need to be.
I'll go home, make sure I lock the doors, close the windows, lock them. I'm just like, man, this is a crazy world we live in.
So you be in a burning sage and shit, huh?
Yeah, because it's not. It does not make sense. It's like all the information, all the examples, and it's like physical examples too. We've seen men go through it in our personal lives. So why would at 45 you act like you were in your 20s?
Yeah.
And put yourself back in that situation again.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Cause man, I was looking at them, me and my wife, we were talking about something. So we were looking at some of them stats, man. You know, like the second marriage has like a 80% divorce rate.
Yeah, cause
and I'm like, how the fuck do y'all get? Cause I'm done. Like I told my wife, I was like, hey man, if this shit, it'll work out between us. I'm not getting married. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, because they weren't married to a New York woman. That's why it's 85%.
I'm like, that's crazy, man. That like that's that high, and people still try it out.
No, marry a New York woman, it won't be that percentage.
You say you ain't got no choice to ride it out.
Yeah, no, because that New York woman ain't gonna play. That New York woman gonna invite that wife over. It's gonna be like the scene for a Notebook. Come on, have dinner. Sit down, be the godparents to one of the kids. New York women are like, there are a different breed of women. Like a real New Yorker, not somebody who moved in New York. We talking about generations.
Oh, you talking about the old school ones?
Yeah, like those don't play with your life. But yeah, man, you're nice. I can't. I can't. It's just too much. It's too much. It's just too much. Like Ruthless will probably listen to it.
Yeah, a little bit. He'll do a little bit.
Then Ruthless will take you to a strip club so you can so you gotta get your balls back.
Yeah, Ruthless will give you a little bit, but he'll be like, all right, man, like
we're going to a strip
he'll cuss you out after.
No, he's like, we're going to a strip club so you can get appreciation, and then like everybody needs a friend like Ruthless. Like, hey man, come on, let's go. I can't do it.
Damn, Stan. So you all the way out the game. I'm getting there, Stan. I'm getting there.
I got one friend got diabetes, wife take care of him. He thinking about going somewhere. I'm like, dude, you're not going nowhere. They gonna chop your foot because you refuse to exercise. Where you gonna go then? Like, you gonna stay with that woman? You ain't got friends like that.
Yeah, you better write that out. You got a disability. You better.
Like, I'm looking at him like, why are you talking like that? If you have, there's something that goes on when people have that weird thing of like, if they can go back. And there's certain things. That's why I'm against this thing about settling. Like, you made your choice. You're making a choice every day. You stayed in that relationship. This is a good woman. So I don't talk to people with good women. Looking back and trying to meet somebody from your 20s and you're like later on in life is crazy work. Like, what you looking back for?
Yeah. I'm good.
Like, if your wife was taking care of you, go do some exercises. That's everybody. Follow through your appointments with your doctor and just stop playing with yourself. Because if you got a good woman, you got a good woman. Now, that mess that Akaash is getting into, and that other one that we talked to about that football player that went ahead and marry her anyway, and like, now they're married and he's not doing good on football team and might get traded in and had all that money. He ain't listening to anybody. Now he's struggling. I bet she's gonna leave him for a basketball player.
Oh yeah, like I said, once they cash out, man, they don't even have to really go for another superstar. They go just be with some low budget motherfucker.
He's a rookie, so he's not gonna. It's like NFL stands for not for long. Like, she's gonna, she's short, she's Latina. She's been on the news a lot. I know these basketball players like trying to go in, trying to be her friends, hit her on the inbox. Oh yeah, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on and popping. She's gonna be on Basketball Wives, reality show. She got a plan. She gonna do good in life.
Yeah, she could be eating, man. The ones that find them, yeah, they get that bag. So that's facts.
And, she already got people talking in her ear. If he get traded, she ain't gonna move. She gonna like, no, I already bought this house.
Nah, that's a fact for real.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna have to.
Huh?
All right, fellas, I'm gonna have to close it out right now. I'm about to go ahead and get some dinner. So.
But all right, y'all, man, check us out next week, Toxic Tuesday.
But like y'all about to fuck around and starve me, all right?
Oh no!
So
Look, hey, I like seeing you happy, man. Look at that.
Nah, get your food,
Got
man.
all red on his cheek, looking all light skinned.
Yeah, he cheesing and shit.
Yeah, man, I like her for you. You just the happiest I've seen you with. She doing a great job. Looking all light skinned. Look at him, red.
well, I've always been preaching about pro Latinas, man. So like, I got what I want, So
yeah, you've been repping the Latinas, and you need to start coming out with like soccer jerseys and a sombrero. You've been holding them down for a minute.
I ain't gonna go that far, but
Hey, soccer's the real football.
Right. It is a good sport, though. I like it. But we will be playing some softball, like during our breaks. So, baseball. That is.
What's that?
Softball is baseball.
Oh, that's not a real sport.
You said softball? That underhanded shit with the females do?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck out of here. That ain't no baseball.
Whatever, but
that's a hobby.
Oh, tell her we said hi, and she's doing a great job. You tell her that later.
Yeah, she heard you. Yeah, she smiled.
Hey, hi. Oh man, and you're so happy seeing you happy. Look at you.
Appreciate it. Hey,
right, man. We'll let you get to it.
All right, fellas, man. But look. If anything, everyone, look. If y'all want to help pitch in for date night, go ahead, man, and hit the Cash App, the PayPal, the Venmo, hit the little discount tab as well too. So, by all means, I'm always open and welcome for any last minute donations. Anyway, so, all right, man. Let me go ahead and start.
All right,
let empty level up with that TiVo Satellite Radio. All right, man. Peace. All right. Shoot, hold on. Let me end this. Later, y'all.
Knowledge and relationships.